put out the call and Chicago area firefighters answered. Well, today we are meeting our first Firehouse Chef, which is David Dewey at Cocytus from River Grove. You do it all. You save lives, you cook, you've got a food blog, you're raising money this weekend for charity.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
terrific.
Just trying to do our best. That's all I can do.
Well, I love that. And you've got a great recipe for us today, a little lasagna recipe that when I walked over, you said, this is the easiest thing. And that's what we all want, is easy and good.
Yeah, it's super simple. This is a kind of a mix of two things that are synonymous in the firehouse. Buffalo chicken and lasagna.
Okay.
So I kind of combined the two, and I've come up with a great buffalo chicken lasagna that is become famous.
You got the thumbs up from the firefighters
I got the thumbs up from the guys at the firehouse and the family and everybody else. So
okay, so my boys will
really
like it too. So let's get started.
Okay. Typically, I make my buffalo sauce that I would normally use on my wings. So it's paprika, it's some cayenne pepper, some Tabasco, a little bit of butter, some brown sugar. I like that sweet heat with it, and then I add it to.
But different than the traditional spaghetti sauce that you would put into a lasagna.
Well, actually, I'm using the actual spaghetti sauce. I'm using a marinara sauce that I use.
Okay.
And you can use store-bought. You don't have to make your own. I've done my own, but the store-bought is usually quick and easy because I want this on the table in an hour.
All right.
So it's super simple.
Wonderful.
So you make the buffalo sauce, you add it into your marinara, and then mix it together, and you let it like gel up per se, just to get the flavors infused
so they all mix
through.
together real well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's just building your lasagna. I use a rotisserie chicken, so I take the rotisserie chicken, I debone, I take the bones out, chop it up, so it's super simple, super easy to use, and then we're using like a Kojak cheese.
Ooh, okay, so that's a little different.
And then for the cheese mixture, I'm going to use it. I use a regular baggie, and I use it as a piping bag, so it's easier to put in.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
You don't have to sit there because it's kind of hard when you start spreading it. The noodles move.
And you've got all those hungry mouths sitting there going, "Come on, I want my dinner."
Let's go, yeah.
Let's go before the next call.
And then what I do with the ricotta is I use the ricotta. I do some eggs. I do some green chili from New Mexico and some barbecue flavors from New Mexico, and then blue cheese. We had the blue cheese in there just to infuse the blue cheese into the ricotta. And most people, I get it all the time. I hate blue cheese. I hate blue cheese. I hate blue cheese.
But just a hint of it with the ricotta, that's really good.
Right. It takes that bite out of the ricotta or out of the blue cheese, and it just makes it a nice, smooth, creamy mixture with the ricotta mix.
I love all these interesting flavors in what looks like a traditional lasagna.
It is.
It's definitely going to taste a little different.
It's going to be a lot different. And then I use Barilla's no boil noodles. That is like the biggest thing that people have is a fear of making lasagna is they don't want to boil the noodles because
they all stick together when you're trying to take them out of the colander.
So I can use the no boil noodles, and
I've never seen these.
There's a bunch of different ones out there. When I first started making it, years and years ago, Barilla was the only one that I had that I could find. And now I can go to Caputo's and a couple of different places, and they've got like a big array of the no boil noodles.
Okay, so then you just load it up there.
Yeah.
And layer it.
So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to layer it. I usually throw a layer of sauce down in the bottom. I throw a layer of the no noodles.
Okay.
And then it's just chicken, where we're going to spread the chicken on. And again, if you can use as much of an ingredient you want, or you can use as little of an ingredient. If you want it real heavy on the chicken, use more chicken. If you don't,
that's lots of good protein, makes it hearty.
And then we're just going to pipe the. The nice thing about the ricotta is, you can squeeze it in, and it doesn't have to like completely follow the pan because it's going to melt.
It's going to melt in there, sure.
Yeah, it's going to squeeze out. So with that, and then we're just going to add some of our cheese on top, and then we're just going to add our sauce. And then it's just layering and building. All
right, while you're layering, I want you to tell me about the fundraiser this weekend. It's a chili cook-off.
Yes.
So he also makes chili, folks.
Yes, we're doing a chili cook-off at the Rivers Cafe in River Grove on Cumberland and Grand. And what we're doing is we're raising money for our burn camp. The Illinois Fire Safety Alliance burn camp. I was a counselor for about 5 years, and it's something that's near and dear to my heart. The kids are fantastic. So it starts at 12:30. It's a $20 donation at the door. Come and eat chili and have, meet some firefighters and have a really good time.
Oh, it's a terrific cause. That's great. We can enjoy the time with you. And thanks for this wonderful recipe. You did
no
a
problem.
terrific job.
Thank you
Thanks
so much for having me. I
All
really
of the
enjoyed it.
information is on our webpage about the chili cook-off. We've got the recipe for today and a little link up to your blog, because Dewey has his own food blog that you can also see and follow as well. WGNTV.com/midday.